This shirt was a gift from Pink Penguin, Shining Butterfly. Very well-known, awesome person in the community. Thank you, Shining. You're the best. All right. Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush Summaries video. At the beginning, or really the 1/3 mark of every month, we always get the month batch summaries. And in this video, we are going to be going over these summaries for episodes 67, 68, 69, and the title for episode 70. This is coming right off of my blind watch-along for episode 66. I usually do them every Monday or Tuesday night. We got wonderful chat. Oh, I guess they're over here. Going off in the corner. Hopefully chat's going to be nice to me. I really don't know. It's a live stream. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Starting with episode 67, the Sugetsu Connection. A mysterious masked duelist who calls himself Commander Study has showed up at the Galaxy Cup. He has been farming points by picking off weak opponents. However, one man stands against him to stop his misdeeds. That man's name is Sugetsu Maguto. Okay, so Sugetsu Maguto and the Commander Study. I'd imagine Commander Study is Manabu. I saw the preview and the preview looked weird, but Magoto wasn't Maguro the fish guy from Sevens? So could it be like a variant of him, or is that just the character that Manabu is pretending to play? Or is there a new Sugetsu that we're going to meet in this episode? I mean, the episode is called the Sugetsu Connection. As for farming points by picking off weak opponents, the tournament has just started. That's not surprising to me in the slightest. My friend Calibro, he always makes sure he goes in weak lobbies in Valorant in order to make sure his KD goes up, so he picks off weak opponents. And then when he, gets to too high of a rank, he'll tank a little bit and then, play against weaker lobbies. So that's not surprising. That's a tactic we've seen in gaming for a very long time. Episode 68, the first Rush Duel. Yugioh has been teaching Epoch dueling strategies as well as how to build a deck. Now it's time for her to apply what she's learned. Oh, she's dueling already. As they look for an opponent for Epoch to duel in the Galaxy Cup, the Rush Battler sends its light towards Yugioh. So 68, Epoch versus Yugioh, and then episode 69, Tremolo versus Denois. That's literally the name of the episode. Kind of a random duel. Yumu's team has been trying to uncover how the carding system works. Denois suspects that Phaser is hiding some secret about the relic, so she confronts Tremolo about it. The fact that someone is suspecting his brother doesn't sit well with him. On top of that, he's also having suspicions about Yugioh, Denois' commander, and so he challenges Denois to a duel. And then episode 70, Attack of the Closet. We saw a closet in 66, which was Epoch's closet filled with cardboard boxes. The Lug was also in that bedroom, but that could mean anything, so I'm going to kind of ignore. I'll scroll down so you can see it. Episode 70, Attack of the Closet. I mean, I'm gonna ignore that one because that could just be way too much. So let me get these main ones on. So, perfect. All right, so these are the three we're focusing on, and these are our summaries for the month of July. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, these are actually probably, I'm not very, hyped. Now, these episodes could end up being very good, but I guess the summaries for the last few months have just been so high octane that these do seem a little underwhelming to me. They seem a little underwhelming, but we're in the middle of a tournament arc. You're going to have random duels. It'll be cool to see Epoch duel for the first time. Her versus Yugioh is a fascinating matchup because is Yugioh going to, actually lose again, or is Epoch going to lose her first ever duel, which also seems like a possibility, and how will she react if she does lose, or does she defeat Yugioh, which would be a pretty big upset? I don't know. The Manabu episode, we're getting next week is very, very weird because Manabu has been a really weird character for the last 10, 15 episodes. I don't think it helps that Phaser and Tremolo were so easily forgiven by every single person in Matsuba Town. Like, that does not help what happened to Manabu. I think it looks even more absurd that there was so much distrust towards Manabu and an unwillingness to hear him out and forgive him when you didn't have that same vitriol and anger towards the guys that were actually leading the elimination and extermination of all the aliens, which were Phaser and Tremolo. So, like, that, I feel like it makes the whole Manabu situation look even sillier because of it. So, Manabu's character is in a very interesting point. I've compared it loosely to Go Onizuka from Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, right? He, after the Hanoi arc, after 46 ended and Season 1 ended in Vrains, he felt like he didn't get the respect and love that he deserved, the same respect and love that Playmaker was getting for fighting against the Hanoi. And so he really struggled with himself, and he lost sight of who he was, and he genuinely became evil. I mean, he was firsthand responsible for getting the Earth Ignis dissected, murdered, and killed. And so Go then kind of got redeemed a little bit at the end, but you know, Go went and did some things that were pretty unforgivable, and Manabu is similar, a little similar, where he was not forgiven, but not treated the way he expected to be treated by his friends from early on in Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, and he immediately just lost his marbles, started zapping that anti-Karumata ray at Yugioh and Dinois and Muda. So, and now he's been subjected to, like, being the servant and the butler for Yugioh's, like, crew. So, Manabu really might be going off the deep end here. His character is in a very teetering position where I could see him going down the Go Onizuka route, and maybe doing things that are viewed a little bit unforgivable by us, like Go killing the Earth Ignis. I know a lot of people did not really, you know, ever really forgive Earth for that. So I don't know. Manabu's in an interesting spot, and we'll see what 67 brings. And then I guess I'll talk about 69, Tremolo versus Dinois. This is a good chance for this duel to make me care about these characters. And it might sound harsh, but, like, I'll be honest. I don't know how you guys are feeling about it. I guess the Ryugu brothers have really lost a lot of sparkle because of how their redemption went. So this duel doesn't really appeal to me all that much. I do like that they're fighting for their commanders, but what was the other Dinois duel we saw? It had to do heavily with Yugioh against Mitsuko, and I feel like Dinois' whole character really just revolves around Yugioh, which maybe that's the point. It probably is the point. Tremolo fighting to defend his brother's honor is what his character is all about. You have to imagine he's not going to have his maximums. I don't know what maximums are even still around. Certainly not Tremolo's. So that makes the duel probably on an even playing field. I will say, though, if this leads somehow to the two characters that they're trying to defend squaring off, Ryugu Phaser versus Yugioh Velgear, my lord, does that duel not have a crazy amount of star power? Ryugu Phaser versus Yugioh. It'll feel like when Asana and Nail dueled towards the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. That's what it'll feel like. Two characters that played the adversary role squaring off against each other. So if it leads to that, I'm on board. Otherwise, I'll be honest, I don't really care too much about that duel. Epoch versus Yuhi is interesting, but the Manabu duel is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not crazy hyped for these summaries, but listen, sometimes low expectations are better because you just get blown away. And I think the summaries recently have been so crazy, right? You had all the 7 stuff. You had the Phaser stuff. You had the Tremolo stuff. I mean, there were a lot of really, really good summaries. It's just been nonstop for a very long time now. And this feels like it's calming down a little bit with kind of some random matchups and duels. And that can be okay. That's what a tournament's all about. And we'll see what these episodes bring. But guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Please let me know all your thoughts on these summaries. Let me know all your thoughts on Go Rush as we approach and really enter the meat of our 6th arc. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time, and I'll talk to you down below. And I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.
Why can't you see that I'm speaking with sincerity? And I think you should make a lot more money, 'cause it's what's best.